All right, folks, welcome here to Ice Pad C for what I thought was a U18A matchup. Turns out is in fact U18AA between the Quad County Whitecaps and the Metro West Force in the blue jerseys. Whitecaps in the white. As away we go with first period action here as we had to scramble. So if I don't get the names absolutely bang on here for the first little bit, I do apologize as I was prepared and did my homework for the U15 level. Nonetheless, we're underway here. My name is Matt Doodley with High Button Sports, and I will have the call here for this one, as the intensity is already pretty high here in this one, and we're only just 37 seconds in. Now that puck's going to be pushed up to the point. Held in by Metro West here. That's going to be pushed in now. That's going to be picked up by the Whitecaps in on the backhand, backdoor pass there, and that's going to take a weird bounce and go into the crease area. And that's picked off. And the net's going to come off the moorings now, so I'm not entirely sure who the starting goaltender is for the Force here, but I do know down the other end it's Ava Van Zutphen, as I do remember the Quad County game here from last night, and it was a doozy as we're underway here. That puck's just going to be held down there in the corner. It's going to come out to the point. Shot there. The stick on a tip there, save, and another one on the rebound. That's going to come out to the point. Shot tip there, and that goes wide. As now it's going to come up to the point. Slap shot, tipped up off of the glass and down to the right side. As now we go the Force here. Shot in on the left side now, and that's going to get in deep here in the Quad County zone. So here we are, picked up by Smith here for the Force. Partner pass up to the neutral zone. Doing for Kaiser. That's going to be held in at the line there as the linesman was right there, and that's going to be dumped in deep. And in behind the net. As that's going to be worked in behind now. And away go the Caps here as they're going to fire that out in the neutral zone. That's Agnes McNeil. She's down the left side. She's going to have some space here. She's going to fire that through the crease there, and that was just out of the reach. There's now Keats is on it. Sorry about that, folks. And that moment of silence up here is just trying to get my other guys situated as the rinks C and D have swapped games, I suppose, on the schedule. As, like I said here to start off, we expected the U15A game. We were all ready to go for that here, but it turns out it's a U18AA game. So over on Ice Pad D at 1:15 will be the U15A Metro East Inferno Ice versus the Cape Breton Blizzard. Now that puck's pushed through the middle. That's dumped down here. The Force are going to go get it. And away they go now. Down the left side. Smith She's got it on the left side. She's got Elliott in front. Shot from a bad angle. Stopped by Van Zoofen, and that's going to be smothered up there in the crease and held on to. The puck's going to be centered here. Into the zone now for the Force. That was Elliott, the captain here for this Metro West Force team. Now that breakout pass is sent up the middle now for Agnes McNeil, but that was picked off by the Force here, and they're going to get in on the forecheck now. Centering pass, oh, front shot save there, and a rebound shot, scores! And it looked like it might have been Emerson McDonald on the doorstep, and yes, it was, as she'll lead the charge here. So 1-0 Whitecaps. Picked up by the Force here in neutral ice. They're just going to get that deep. Sent the length of the ice. That's going to go down for icing, and we're going to head back the other way now. Down to the Whitecap zone. So face off here. Pushed off the draw and a shot there as Van Zoofen's just going to smother that one up, and a good penalty. Good face off play there. Get it together, Mr. Announcer. Another face-off play here, and that's going to come back to the point. Shot through a crowd through Ingram there. That's hit the shin pad. That's going to stay away from the net now as foot battles away. And a good turn there from Smith. Smith back to Ingram. Ingram up the wall now to Butler. Butler had that picked off now, and a centering pass there. As that's going to be Lily McDonald off to the races. She's going to have time there, but Smith was back hard. As Doucette now jumps into the play, and they get tangled up and go hard into the boards there, so she's right back to her feet, so that's good. And now it's picked up by the Force on the half wall, and that's going to be tried to exit. There's now a good pass off the bench from Smith as she waited for the perfect second there to make sure that they didn't have too many men as Lorette's going to get there. Lorette's going to spin and go the other way. And now it's picked up by Lily McDonald, but that's going to be right in front of the booth here. Now Elliott's just going to chip and go, and that one almost ends up in the penalty box there as Keats is going to get that and fire it up the ice. Jones picks it up here for the Force. She's going to pick up steam. Down the right side, Jones. She's going to look to go to the net now. Good speed through the middle into the crease area. Van Zoofen had a trouble with it as that puck squirted free now. Nice move there as Smith almost got in there smoothly. As now it's picked up here again. Smith for it. Smooth skater. Back to the D for Spencer, up the middle for Lorette. Elliott's going to give chase now, but that's moved back here by the Whitecaps, and up they go on the breakout through the neutral zone. As that's McClellan. McClellan's just going to chip that in hard and go get it. And she's going to get on there first. She's going to hit the brakes and go back the other way. Nice move there, looking for her options. Centering pass, looking for Beaton. Shot there, and that just goes wide as that was tipped on its way to the net. Keats now on it as Jean jumps down and she pinches. Agnes McNeil wanted that one, but she left it there for Beaton. And now it's going to be Agnes McNeil getting it on the return. She's going to turn, hit the brakes. Nice move there. She chips it to herself. She takes a little bit of a bump there from Robertson. As now McDonald's in on the forecheck, and that goes back to the point for Delory. Delory shot tipped there, and the puck's laying in the crease, and it's cleared. And now it's going to be held in again here by Jean. And now it's going to be sent the length of the ice, and that's going to go down for icing. Away go the force here, down the left side, into the middle. It's Alcido. Alcido leaves it there for the point. Smith. Back towards the net. In behind now. As they try and get the break going here was McDonald through the middle. Agnes McNeil now. She's going to go down the left side. Head of steam. Drop back there. As Nadazdi moves it up for Lily McDonald. Had that stripped just in front of the force bench, and they almost got caught. Too many players on the ice there as Buffett's away. As that's going to get in deep there as Butler fires that in. Stick check in behind the net. Back up to the point. Spencer shot. That's tipped up in the air. Van Zoofen followed that all the way, and that's going to go into her gear and hang on. Face off won by the Whitecaps, but it's back to the point. As now that's chipped out of the zone here, as that was Brophy. Now that puck's going to end up in front of the booth here. As now Dowling's away. Dowling, 2-on-2. Chips into the corner and goes to get it. Go front pass there. Dowling had a chance, point blank, and that was blocked. That's going to go back to the point. Shot there. Tip doesn't make its way to the net now. Centering pass there through the crease. Out of the reach of any of the force players. Now Jones is going to have it on the left wall. She's just going to rim that around for Dowling. Dowling's going to pick that up in the corner. Back up top, 5:30 left to go here in the first period. Shot from the point. That gets through. Van Zoofen's going to tip that almost into her own net. She had a quick peek back behind her. Now that puck's going to be partnered behind the net, up through the middle of the ice, and that might go down on net, but it is going to go wide there, and it's going to be an icing. The puck's rimmed around to the other side. Beaton's there on the half wall. Through the middle of the ice into the neutral zone, chipped off the wall here just in front of the penalty box area. Back to Rossong. Rossong had that in her feet. And now it's picked up by Smith. Smith into the neutral zone, drop back. Cross ice pass for Elliott. Good puck moving here from the force as Elliott's just going to turn and fire that one at the net. And away they go now up the wall and on the forecheck. Through the middle. As now that's going to be pushed up to the point. Rossong. Point. Shot there. That hits a shin pad and that hit Frey Manis as that hurt. As away goes Beaton here. Beaton. Right side. They dump it in and they're going to change up here. As it looks like it's going to be McClellan in there on the forecheck. Up the wall. Rossong's going to have that. She goes backhand up to the half wall now into the hash marks, and that's going to be chipped up to the blue line and just out there as Keats has it. She's just going to drop that back to her defense, and they're going to look for their options. Saucer pass to the middle, just off the stick there of McDonald, and that was a nice pass as now she gets in on the forecheck first. Back up to the point is Nadazdi. That was just off her stick, and she's going to have to retreat here as that was almost stolen. As nobody was talking to her as that puck's going to be pushed back into the zone now. Agnes McNeil. Through neutral zone and down the left side. She's pushed off the puck here as they tangle up in behind the net now. Shot out front there, and that's going to go off the glass. But now they're in the corner. Left side there, passed into the front. And away they go here down the left side. Foot in over the blue line now. She's going to chip that and go. As they get in on the forecheck now. tied up in behind here. 2:50 left to go here. First period action. U18AA division here. On the left side, Jones, she's going to take that far, and Van Zoofen just gets a little blocker on that. And now that puck bounced to the side there. As now it's back up to the point for Jones for the force. Jones, an absolute bullet there, but that goes wide. And now it's going to be pushed back up to the point. Jones is going to have to hustle, but she keeps that in, and he's going to rim that back around there just out of the reach of Nesdazi. Centering pass there, hits a skate through the crease. Now the puck can end up there, but they're just going to send that the length of the ice as that's going to go down all the way for icing here. That's a good shift there from the force as they continue to apply pressure there. Face off to the left of Van Zutphen now. Now it's pushed up to the point. Partner pass for Rossong. Rossong through the middle of the ice. Picked off here by McClellan. Beaton leaves that there for Brophy. Brophy's away. For the Whitecaps, she's going to chip and go. She's going to have to race Smith there for it. And that's a good high-speed chase there as that puck's going to squirt free into the corner. Chipped off the wall. Now through the middle, looking for Elliott. A little saucer pass into an area, and Elliott's alone. And she's tripped up here, and we're going to have our first penalty here as Elliott made a nice move and was almost in on the clear. Had she not been tripped up. So that's going to be a tripping call here on the Whitecaps. As it looks like it's going to be number 19, Emily Delory on the trip. So now the Metro West Force are going to have their first power play opportunity here with under 2 minutes to go. 1:27 left in the period. So finish this period on the power play. Of course, unless they score, now they're going to take that off the faceoff. Back to Jones. Jones, partner pass over to Elliott. Elliott, right side, back down low. They're going to force that pass, backdoor shot there off the side of the arm of Van Zutphen. And that stays out of the net somehow, as that looked like it was destined for the back of the net. As now that centering pass is clear, and they're just going to keep it below the goal line here. As they're going to work it on that left side. And now it's going to be held in. Across, Robertson. Over to Kaiser. Kaiser fires that in behind the net. They get tangled up behind the net there. As now that net's going to come off the mooring, so the play is going to be blown dead. 51 seconds left to go. Minute 24 left to go here in the Delory penalty. As that shot right off the face-off once again here is kicked away by Van Zutphen. Really do hope I'm saying that name correctly. Just trying to sound it out as best I can. Gonna work it in off the half wall. Jones back up to the point. Jones, she's gonna look for a lane. Fire that. That was through a crowd. It looked like it was heading for the top left. Oh my! What a save there from Beba Van Zutphen as that puck laid in the crease. And one of the force forwards was right on the doorstep. And she flashes the leather, and she's going to keep this thing at a 1-0 lead for her squad. And it looks like it might have been a high stick play anyways, as we're moving the puck back outside. So that may not have counted regardless, but I'm not going to take anything away from her, as that might have been the save of the tournament thus far. As now Lorette's in. Lorette's going to go to the backhand. She's going to just hit the brakes, look for her options. Tries to fire that back door for Elliott, but Elliott was tied up with 20 seconds left here to go in the first period. Back up top, Lorette looking for her options. Back to Elliott. Elliott, she's going to fire that through a crowd, and that was tipped there as they're just trying to get everything to the net here. Not a bad call there. It's 4 seconds now as that puck's going to find its way outside the zone. That's going to do it here for the first period. So the Metro West Force are going to have a 33-second power play when we come back here in the second period. So Whitecaps leading 1-0 after 15 minutes of play. We will be right back with period number 2. And just like that, we're back here. Second period action, 33 seconds left on the power play here for the Forces. They trail 1-0 in this one. Matt Dudelet, High Button Sports here, bringing you all the action from Ice Pad C today. Thank you for tuning in and sticking with us here. Got some great hockey so far today, and we're going to continue on here as Jones fires that through a crowd, and Van Zutphen once again up to the task. Calmly slides into position and locks that one up and hangs on. Face-off won by the Whitecaps. They're going to try and clear that, but Jones does a great job there to hold the line. Shot through a crowd. Another save by Van Zutphen. She's going to hang on once again, so great job to find the puck through a crowd. The 4 seconds left to go here in the power play as Delory gets ready to re-enter action here. As now that clearing attempt hits a skate and goes in on Van Zutphen, and wouldn't you know it, she smothers up, hangs on, and doesn't take any chances. Brophy now through the middle for McClellan. McClellan even strength now. Pushed down into the end boards, and the Whitecaps are going to get their first power play opportunity here as McClellan was upended on their way in. It's going to be a hooking penalty here to Dowling. So power play opportunity here for the Whitecaps as they look to add to their lead. Now it's going to be back up to the point. Walked across the line. Shot there through a crowd. And that was tipped wide now as Agnes McNeil's going to turn and go back up top here to Beaton. Beaton back down to Agnes McNeil. Agnes McNeil's got lots of space. Shot. Pad save as the rebound jumped out. And that took a weird hop there as it looked like Kara Beaton was on that one, but it just bounced over her stick. Battle down low. Alcido in there causing a whole bunch of havoc. She leans on her player, and they continue the forecheck here. As Agnes McNeil's going to fire that cross ice. Nadazdi turns. Goes back the other way and up the wall now. As now it's going to be pushed through the middle. Over to the reach there of the intended target, and now it's going to go back to Nadazdi. She looks up ice. Now she's going to have some space, so she's going to find the stick there of McDonald. McDonald to Freymanis. Freymanis tried to make a move and get in the clear there, but it's picked off as Beaton's going to go back cross ice to Nadazdi. Good outlet pass there, as now that's going to be offside as McClellan was just in before as she was heading back to regroup. 13:03 left to go here. Second period. A neutral zone face-off now as that play was offside. Have a good crowd on hand here at Ice Pad C. Through the legs there, McClellan, but held in by the Whitecaps at the blue line. Back up top. Elliott's going to give chase here to McClellan. McClellan. 35 seconds left here in the power play. Back up top. Delory's going to fire that, tipped on net. The rebound there, backdoor shot there. No goal, says the ref as he blew it off right away. And that was a quick whistle though, but the right call as the net came off the moorings and he was right there to make it. So that goal is not going to count. And the Metro West Force goaltender is going to be a big fan of that call, but great call nonetheless. As they're just going to rim this around now. Held in, shot there, tipped, and that's a good save there as the rebound was up and cleared. 15 seconds left to go here in the power play. Now they're going to work the half wall, and that's going to come up top. Delory just tries to get that shot to the side of the net, looking for a tip. 4 seconds now as the Metro West Force look to clear, and they do, and that just missed the linesman, and that's not going to be icing as the penalty was still going, as Elliott's going to get there first. Elliott in behind the net. She had that picked off by Emily Delory. Delory up ice through the middle off the skate of Beaton. Down the ice it goes. as that's Jones. I just realized now number 9 for the Force is Singer, not Spencer, so I do apologize if her family or she's watching this later. As like I said, I was ready for the U18AA game, so these names are all a surprise, but I think I'm hanging in there now as Singer heads for a line change. Another neutral zone faceoff here with 11:57 left to go in the second. The faceoff is just tied up there, and it's going to squirt free here for the Whitecaps. Chisholm shot there, tried to go high off the blocker, and that's a save. Back up to the point. It's kept in by Richards. Chisholm there on it first, and she's going to get it on the forecheck. She's going to work it behind the net. She's going to hit the brakes and go back the other way. Now she tries to center that, but it gets blocked. Back out front again, centering pass, and that's just going to find the stick. No panic here out of the West Force. Alcido now. She's down the left side. She's going to have a little bit of a step there. She's tangled up by Nadazdi. It's a good stick battle there now as that puck's going to be chopped in deep by Emily Doucette. As you have a look there at the cameraman, doing a wonderful job, getting some great pictures. So we'll let him stay here for this one. As now it's going to get in to the end there, and Agnes Meal just drops the shoulder and continues to work hard through the corners. Now she's just going to walk out through the middle of the ice. It's got a lane shot there, scores! What a snipe! Katie Agnes McNeil does it herself. She takes it from the left corner all the way around the net. Around the top of the slot, she walks in and she goes short side bunk where Grandma keeps the cookies. What a shot there. She continues her offensive push, and that's going to be 2-0 here for the Whitecaps on a beauty from Agnes McNeil. So Freymanis now. In deep. Rimmed around to the other side. Almost picked off there as the Force are away here. That's going to be number 10 now, Foot. She's just going to fire that in on Van Zutphen. And she's going to cover that up and hang on. Face off one here, and Brophy's away. She's going to chip and go. She's got a player with her as they look for the 2-on-1 opportunity here, and that's going to push out into the middle of the ice. And that was Butler. She's outstrengthened there by McClellan. A good battle as these two teams very familiar with one another. As McClellan's just going to chip that in deep. Now it's turned over at the blue line. Shot through a crowd pad save there. That rebound's kicked to the side. Now it's going to come back to the point now. That was Kara Beaton. That shot was blocked, so that's going to go down the left corner. And they're just going to battle for it here along the wall. 9:48 left to go. Centering pass through the middle. Just out of the reach there. And now they're going to go through the middle here for McClellan. McClellan's got Beaton with her. She's going to headman that puck up to Beaton. Beaton tries to make a move through the middle. Gets free. Now it's poked away. And a good job there is now Elliott tries to get that, but that's poked off her stick, and now it's going to be held in by the Whitecaps. Beaton on her back end. She's going to hit the brakes, turn around, looking for recruits. Over to Keats. Keats got a stick on that. As Beaton took a little bit of a bump there as those two bodies almost collided heavily. There's now Lorette. Now that puck's rimmed around the other side as Sienna Beaton was in on it. She still has it. She's going to try and center that. She does, but it's picked off by Smith. Smith's just going to get that and fire that the length of the ice, and that's going to go down for icing here, and it will. Good shift here from the Whitecaps as they continue to press. That's going to come down to this end. Held in here. It's worked around the half wall. Now that's going to be pushed out into the neutral zone here for the Whitecaps. That's going to be held in at the line. Good call by the linesman. Now it's going to be rimmed around to the other side here. They're going to fight for it on the left wall, and Agnes Neal's got it again. She's going to have some space here. Don't want to leave her wide open, and she absolutely ripped one top cheddar. Now she's in on the forecheck, continues to work hard. Back up top to the point. Nadazdi shot there through a crowd pad save there, and that was a good one. Is that good rebound control too? As that one was kicked into the corner. As now Freymanis is going to have it. Freymanis into the middle. Chisholm takes a bump there from Singer. Back around to the point. Shot towards the net once again. In behind for Jones. Jones is going to pretend to go forehand. Faked her out, and she's going to hold it behind the net as Chisholm's going to give chase. And now we're going to go rim to the other side. Alcido. Shot towards the net. Kicked away by Jones. Backhand opportunity. Brophy shot there, and a point-blank opportunity for Chisholm. And she's stopped there and keeps this one at 2-0. Battle on the boards there. Now is this going to be walked out? Lily McDonald shot there, glove save, and held on to here. Reverse pass here for the Force. Now Rossong's back for it here. 7:15 left to go here. Second period, centering pass there, looking for McClellan. And that's batted away. 2-on-2, 2-on-3 now as Brophy was back checking hard. Love to see that effort on the back check. Up by 2, trying to hold the lead. Even though you got Van Zutphen back there in the net as she deflects one centering pass. Now Brophy's going to block that. She's just going to chip that softly, and I don't think that's going to have enough for icing, as it is not, as Rossong's going to go back for it. She got Lily McDonald on her. Keats now takes it from the bench. She's just going to try and push it 3, and that's going to go by the door there. We're going to have to get that door shot here pretty quick. So now Keats is going to get on the forecheck as that puck bounces in behind the net. Spun back around the other way. Keats is to race Lorette there, and she does. She gets it back to the point. Beaten, shot, blocked. It's going to find the stick there. Shot there, as that was off the stick of Emily Doucette. Now back on the front. Doucette, another opportunity. Oh, and she put that well up over the net. Another centering pass there, as now the moorings are going to come off once again. And the play is going to be whistled dead. So the faceoff will stay inside the Metro West Force zone here. Loving the blue and red unis. Love the red pants. The only thing I would change, if I could, would be red helmets to match the pants. And that would be very snazzy here. But great color scheme on both teams here, as they're going to send that out to the middle of the ice. And that's going to be a hand pass there, just as I say it, the refs call it. As Doucette just got a piece of that down on the stick of Keats. So that faceoff will definitely come outside now. That puck's going to be pushed down in the Whitecap zone now, as Jean's going to have to go back for it. Or is it Jean? Either way, I'm in the ballpark here as Agnes McNeil. Dangerous play there through the middle. Her confidence with the puck is very high. As now it's going to be picked up here. Backdoor pass for Elliott, but she was tied up. Great by Sienna Beaton there. Now they're going to go back down low to Elliott. Elliott, captain here for the Force, tries to center that back up to the point. Held in by Smith. Back down low to Elliott through her feet. 5:22 left to go here, second period. Force are just trying to force this one to the net, and rightfully so, down 2. Back up to the point. Ingram shot. That was tipped into the stick of Sid McNeil. Tipped, held in at the line. As the clearing attempt now. Good job. Real good patience there on the half wall from Lorette. She could have just hammered that one down low, but instead there's a collision there as Frey Manis took a bump, and she looks a little shaken up there. And now they're going to stay on side. We're going to have a breakaway chance for Beaton. Beaton shot there. Try to go block her backhand. Frey Manis stopped as well. Back for Beaton. She reels around the net and gets that other second rebound opportunity. Alcido's away now. Picked off. Dumped down to the right side. 4:25 left to go, second period. Back around, Brophy's going to pick that up on the half wall through the middle for McClellan. Good breakout here. As now that head-man pass for Chisholm was just out of her reach, but she's going to go down there, and she's going to get there first as icing's waved off. She's tripped up there, and Jones is going to go for a tripping here. As the Whitecaps are going to have another power play opportunity here with 4:11 left to go here. So Jones, 2 for tripping, maybe less. So get a look at the penalty box area now. Face off won by the Caps. Half wall. Sienna Beaton up top here. Nadazdi. Shot there. Good rebound control once again here by the goaltender for the Metro West Force. Shot from Brophy. Tried to go top blocker through a crowd there, and that was stopped. And that's going to be off the skate there of Nadazdi. That's Michaela Nadazdi. Off the wall. Good job by Beaton to read that bounce off the wall, and good pass across to Brophy. Brophy, she's just going to hit the brakes and set up, and a good play there to get the power play going is Nadazdi. Back to the point, fires that, tipped, rebound there, shot, and that goes just by the post. And now it's going to be held in at the line once again as they're going to go back down to the half wall for Brophy. Brophy turns, fires, glove save there, and held on to once again. And we'll get a look. Face-off push to the point here. Back for Beaton. Beaton back down the half wall now. Cross-ice pass for Agnes McNeil. She's going to fire that one. Almost went top left corner there. Almost like a golf swing there out of a bunker. And away goes Robertson here for the Force. Got a shot there, and that gets smothered up by the chest of Van Zutphen and held on to. 3:01 left to go. Second period and 50 seconds even left to go in the penalty to Jones. Now puck's going to be pushed up in front of the booth here as Beaton tries to find Frey Manis. And now it's going to be cleared out here, and that's going to go back to Agnes McNeil. She's going to drop that back for Nadazdi, and she wanted to head up ice, but she didn't like what she saw, so she's going to go back to Agnes McNeil down the left side. Now they're going to fire it across the middle now. 27 seconds left in the power play. Now that backhand pass is pushed back to Kara Beaton. She's going to go through the middle there. Agnes McNeil. Robertson tries to get that free, but it's picked off as the Whitecaps were offside there. It's going to be sent the length of the ice. So back down here into the Whitecap zone. Shout out to all the viewers that chimed in the comments, watching all the way from Saskatchewan. And that's a part of the reason why we do what we do here at High Button Sports, is so everybody can watch without even being here or even being in two places at once. So thanks for chiming in. Into the comment section here is now The Force are going to go back for it, and they're going to rim that around to the half wall. 1:38 left to go here, second period. Back to even strength. Billy McDonald tries to get loose there as that puck's pushed out into the middle of the ice here. It's going to be dumped down the ice, but doesn't quite make it all the way down as Rossong is going to go back for it. Nice saucer pass through the middle, looking for Elliott, just out of her reach. She almost had that chipped away. Now is Smith just going to fire that in deep, but it hit the linesman, and that's going to be just inside the blue line now. Pushing the last minute of play here in the second period. And now officially the last minute to go here, so 59 seconds. As that stretch pass for Chisholm. Chisholm, left side. She's got McClellan with her. She's going to work down the left, tried to center that, and it was picked off by Singer. Singer's going to head up ice. She's still got it. Sorry, that was that's Rossong. Got my players mixed up, and that'll happen again here, I'm sure. 40 seconds left to go. As Richards goes back for it, she's pressured hard. Now it's going to go up the wall to Beaton. Beaton through the middle, picked off there. As McClellan. She's away, had that poked off her stick, and her and foot collide there as now Chisholm's going to be in. Chisholm to the middle. Down the left side now, shot, fanned on that, and just going to leave that there, but the Whitecaps went for a line change. So they're just going to fire that one. And that's going to be in the bench or offside, one of them. Regardless, we're going to have a face-off in the neutral zone here. Five seconds now here in the second. Pushed up the ice there by Smith, and that's going to go back. And that'll do it here for 30 minutes of play. So after two periods, Quad County Whitecaps lead the Metro West Force by a score of 2-0. So we'll head for a quick intermission and a flood, and we'll be back with third period action here momentarily. All right, and we're back here. Third period action. 2-0 lead here for the Whitecaps as they're going to get in Brophy right away here, and went down and did a little homework in between periods. I've been calling it Van Zutphen, but really it's Van Zutphen. I do believe I'm saying that correctly now, so apologies for that, but I was pretty darn close if you ask me. As Dowling's going to work down the right side. She's going to leave that back up top. Shot towards the net there, and that doesn't make it as that heads up the corner. So now they try and bang that at the side of the net here. And the ice looks a little wet from the Zamboni, so we'll keep an eye on that. There's now Butler's going to work down the left side. As Beaton takes a bump there. And McClellan's away, 1-on-2. McClellan, right side, cuts back to the middle. Shot there. Smothered up and hung on to, and now they're just going to play it there as nobody's around as the Whitecaps were going for a change. Turned over. Freymanis knocked her defender down on the other team there, unintentionally, of course. There's the bodies are flying here now. Centering pass there for Freymanis, and a good look there. As Elliott tries to get free here, she's going to have that puck roll off her stick. Near the corner. And held on to here as the Force looked to get set up. Elliott out of the corner. She ripped that. That's off the shin pads. Now they're going to clear that out. As Smith is just going to rip that in. As Metro's going to go for a change, and that's going to go down the ice here, and it's going to be waved off. Not entirely sure why, nonetheless. Icing waved off. Because now that's going to go back down again, and we'll go back the other way, waved off, so I love it. Consistency. Keep things moving along here. Now that puck's going to come up ice here. Now Robertson's going to have it here for the Force. The ice here and almost turned over, and now it is. As away goes Doucette. Doucette's going to leave that there for Lily McDonald. She centers that back door. That's going to hit a skate. Sitting in the crease area. Now it's going to be smothered up. This third period action continues just like the first two. It's absolutely buzzing here. Going to be pushed in behind the net here. Back pass from McDonald. And that hit a stick on the way through and didn't quite make it. Now Keats is in on the rush. She turned that over at the blue line. She's just going to try and use her body to get free. Now that puck's going to stay inside the line, as the rule is the puck has to be fully over, just similar to the goal line there. So that's a good call by the linesman on the far side. As now Foot runs into Delory. Now Chisholm's going to jump in from the bench for McClellan. McClellan's going to backdoor pass that shot from Chisholm. Just didn't quite get what she wanted on it, as that was a point-blank opportunity. Back for Delory. Delory winds up the slap shot, looking for that tip pass at the side of the net, and that's a play that's become more and more common these days in hockey here. As back in the day, at least when I started, it was just all about getting that big clapper through to the net. As Foot takes a spill. That's pushed forward here into the feet of McClellan. But now they force her away down the right side, as that was Ingram. She's just going to rip that in. That's going to rim all the way around the other side as Metro goes for a change. Elliott tried to sneak in on the wraparound attempt. A good job by Van Zutphen to poke that one away. Away goes Brophy for the Whitecaps. Brophy. Jump in, left side. She goes for a change now. Metro's going to look to start the breakout here, as that's up to Smith. Smith, cross ice pass over there for Lorette. Lorette's got Elliott with her. She stays on side. Lorette in over the line. Tried to center that, but a good defensive play. And now it's going to come back to the point as Ingram, as Van Zutphen is just battling through traffic. Now as Freymanis might have a break here, but it was picked off by Smith. So now they're going to get in there, and the bodies collide in the corner, as now Beaton's going to join the party. She's going to get in behind the net. She's going to give chase here for Elliott. Elliott She gets double teamed here by Agnes McNeil and beaten. Nice area pass there for Smith. Smith's just going to fire that one on net. Van Zooffen's just going to catch that. No problem. She's just going to leave that there as she assesses the situation. And away goes Beaton. That's turned over now, and that's going to be pushed down into the zone. It's Dazzy through the middle. Cross ice pass there, and that's picked off by Singer. As Robertson's going to pick it up now. She's away. Robertson on the backhand. Tries to center that. That gets through, but nobody there. As now Jones is going to walk the line. Johnny Cashtoff. She's going to come back down. Into the corner, centering pass there. It doesn't make it through to the crease area. As now Keats is going to fire that through the middle. And she fired that up for Doucette. As McDonald was in on it too. Doucette's going to pick that up on the turnover. She's going to walk in over the line. She's pressed there by Robertson and pushed into the corner. So no shot on goal now as McDonald tries to center that. And it's picked off. And it's going to be a 2-on-4 here for Metro as they're just going to walk in over the line. Shoot that. Van Zooffen's going to grab it. Hang on. And we're going to have a face-off just to her left. Chipped off the wall by Brophy. That might go down for icing. As look at Liney go. No icing. What a great effort and call there by the linesman. So whoever you are, sir, great job to you. That's the effort we're looking for out of the Zebras here. Into the middle of the ice, centering pass, and that was just shot wide there by McClellan. As now Jean is going to step down. She's going to work down in the forecheck. She's going to head back to her position up at the point now as McClellan, team captain, is going to walk around the top of the circle, shoot. Smothered up there and held on to. Breakout here for Metro through the middle of the ice, just out of the reach there. As Smith was heading back for it. As now Delory is going to battle with Smith down the left corner there. 2-0 lead here for the Whitecaps. 8:25 left to go here in the third period. Third of 4 games here at Ice Pad C. As now the puck is moved free by McClellan. She's just going to turn back in a tight area. She's going to hit the brakes here again. Go back the other way. Didn't quite like what she saw. As Brophy's going to have that in her feet, and she's just going to pin that one up against the wall. Now Delory off her stick on the backhand. McClellan's going to get that up. As Smith's just going to turn. She's going to look for her options. Go up off the boards. And held in at the line by Agnes McNeil. She's just going to walk in, shoot there, and a save there. And the rebound is cleared. All the way down the ice, no icing. Play continues. 7:30 left to go here, third period action. Centering pass. Jones is going to jump in from the point, but that's going to be a puck race there. There's no icing, and now it's going to be Freymanis and Singer. And she's going to get in there first in good body position. Shot from the point, blocked. Held in here by the Whitecaps, and they're just going to rim that around to the other side. Rimmed around the other side as Jones and Freymanis collided there. Jones' stick went flying. Now Alcido down the right side. Centering pass, that hits the skate, doesn't quite make it to the net now. As Robertson tries to send that to the net. Jones now, good block there by Agnes McNeil. She does a little bit of everything here. 2-on-1 forming. Chisholm. She's got Keats with her. Backdoor for Keats, just out of her reach there as now she tries to send that back around the other side. And in behind the net now. Alcido. She's going to pick that up now. She had that stolen by Doucette. Doucette's going to go back to Richards. Richards sends it over to Nadazdi. Richards up ice. Keats takes that on the backhand. She's going to center that cross ice. As Foot's going to pick that up. Foot, backdoor. That one was too hot to handle for Butler. Now it's going to be held in at the line. Butler is there on the half wall. They're just going to fire that in deep, and that's going to be picked up by Richards, who's just going to bank it. Partner pass around for Nadasdy. And up for Beaton, but held in by Rossong as that was out of the reach of Beaton. Back down low, Camo. Or sorry, that was Doucette. And now it's going to go down the length of the ice, but it's not going to be icing. As they wave that one off right away as Rossong now is back for it. Rossong gets pressured there by Beaton. Beaton's going to come out with the puck now. She's just going to turn, wait for her recruits as her line mates were changing. So she was F1 in on the forecheck, but F2 and F3, so a little bit late there for good reason as they went to freshen it up, and that puck's going to go down the length of the ice, and that'll be icing. It's 5:16 left to go here, third period. Thank you for sticking with us here for this one. High Button Sports live stream at all four rinks here. It's been a great game here thus far. Two very, very strong teams here in this U18AA division, and wouldn't be surprised if you see either one of these in the crossovers or into the final round, as Smith now was on the forecheck, but that's going to be pushed up for Brophy. Brophy through the middle. McClellan. McClellan shot, scores! Brooke McClellan, short side, top corner. And just what the doctor ordered here is they're going to extend the lead to 3-0 here. And the captain of the squad is going to lead by example and absolutely rip one home here to give the Whitecaps a 3-0 lead with 5 minutes exactly left on the clock. Shot there off the stick, Elliott. That's tipped up, and that's going to stay inside if I was a betting man. So under the last 5 minutes of play here, so under the 5 minute mark, is now that puck's going to be chipped out. Lily McDonald tried to show off the footwork there, as now it's going to be pushed up into the zone, so that's not going to be icing or offside here, as everything was according to plan, and that puck shot left. Now it's going to be rimmed around the other side, hits the referee in the leg, as you can hear him say sorry from here. Because I can tell you what, a referee myself, you don't want to get in the way, and sometimes it just does happen as you're trying to watch in front of the net, and that's a delayed penalty here. Shot there, and a blocker saved by Van Zoofen on the delayed penalty call. And we're going to see what the official call is, and it looks like it's going to be a tripping penalty here. And that's going to be number 15, Rianne Jean. You take a look at her entering the penalty box here. Power play opportunity here for the Forces. They're down 3, so this would be a glorious time to get one with 4:16 left to go. And that'll leave you just enough time here as the crowd tries to interject some energy into them, as Jones is going to have it back. She's looking for her options, and look at the big box here from the Whitecaps as they spread it out nice and wide. A great penalty kill setup is that, as now Jones is going to go around the net. She's just going to walk around the other side. Shot there, that was blocked. As they battle for it in the corner now. Centering pass through the crease, back door, and that was just tied up there. It was a great job by the defense to get a stick on that one as that puck was sitting there. And I don't think Van Zoofen knew exactly where it was. So now Jones is going to get it. Jones is going to take her time at the point. Good job there. Showing a lot of patience instead of just getting rid of that puck. She's going to hang on because the forechecker comes near. You pull one player out of position and that'll open up a lane. That's exactly what she was trying to do, but a good job by the Whitecaps to box it up and send that the length of the ice. That's going to go down. That'll bounce right back out into the middle as Elliott's going to go back for it as Chisholm's hard on the forecheck here. Elliott, saucer pass to Jones. Jones, nice move to the middle of the ice. Jones with some speed now. She's going to enter the zone. Shot there. That hits the stick and goes up off the glass. 49 seconds left to go here in the power play. As they battle behind the net. Elliott got a piece of that as that sent the length of the ice. It's going to be played by the goaltender here as Beaton's going to race Elliott for it, and 29 seconds left to go here in the power play. 2:40 left to go in this game. A good job there. As the Whitecaps bench loving the effort here out of the penalty killers as they continue to hem the force into their zone. Jones now through the middle of the ice off the stick of the Whitecaps and up into the netting, and that's going to be blown dead as we get back to even strength here. 2:14 left to go here in this one. Face off one by the Whitecaps cleanly. Rimmed around to the other side as Delorie's there for it. She's going to move that up the wall, just sort of the reach there. As now Rossong's just going to fire that off the wall for Butler. Butler's going to get that in, but it's picked up by McClellan, the most recent goal scorer here for the Whitecaps. As now that's going to be a delayed penalty, as that was just a little bit too hard on the stick check there, and Brooke McClellan's going to go 2 minutes for tripping, so another opportunity here for Metro. With 1:55 left to go, as you have a peek there at McClellan. Minute 55, so the Metro West Force will finish this game on a power play. Of course, unless they score. As Rossong now, left point, back down low. Back up top to Rossong. Rossong now is going to walk the line, turn, go back down low. That centering pass is intercepted. They're going to try and send that the length of the ice, but that's not cleared. And now it is, as that's going to go all the way down the ice here. Let's look at Brophy in there on the forecheck on the penalty kill, and she's just going to pin that up against the wall. She's going to try and kill the rest of this thing out, just standing there. And what an effort here as the ref's right there, and you know he's yelling move it, but now it's free as Dowling's going to pick it up. Great job by Brophy, and I know for darn sure that that's tiring as can be. So now Dowling is pinched off by Brophy. That puck just sits there, and that's going to find its way out of the neutral zone here. Nice move by Butler to get away from traffic. Butler in over the line, shot through a screen, and Van Zooffen's going to hold on to that one and cover up. 58 seconds left to go, so into the last minute now. So we get Biebs over the speaker now. First Bieber song I've heard here today. DJ doing a great job here at rink seat. 55 left to go now on the clock. Smith jumps down on the pinch. And behind the net now, Elliott tries to center that, and that hits a skate. Doesn't make it to its intended target. Now Smith's going to cycle that back down low for Elliott. Elliott tries to center that again into the skates once more. And clear it out into the neutral zone, and that's going to make its way down the ice here, and that'll kill some precious seconds now. 32, 31 seconds left to go. Lorette, nice move. Cross ice for Smith. Smith right on the tape. Down the right side, she's going to walk in the middle of the ice. Shot there, and that was blocked. Back over to Ingram. Another shot. Tip. That doesn't make its way to the net. 15 seconds left to go now. Oh, working on the half wall here. They're just going to walk to the middle of the ice. Shot there, and Van Zooffen once again up to the task. She hangs on with 6.4 seconds left to go. 11 seconds left to go here in the power play. A face-off's won by the Whitecaps here as Robertson took a spill off the draw. 2 seconds left to go now. Guess that's going to do it here for this one. So final score, the Quad County Whitecaps 3 and the Metro West Force no score. So another good game here on Ice Pad C, and that will finish this one. So we'll leave you here with the player of the game ceremony. I'm going to jump off the mic and sign off here. So for High Button Sports, my name is Matt Dudelet. Thank you for sticking with us for this one, and we'll see you next time.